The elders say, some moments in life cut deeper than any blade, carving the heart and soul so that they never forget the wound. In the tapestry of life, certain threads shape and change us forever. I am Taren, child of Orion, the Sky King who rose the heights, and the mortal woman Selene. From my father, I carry a spark of the divine, from my mother, the fragile blood of humankind. I have witnessed many stories where the lives of gods and mortals are woven together in ways both tragic and profound. One such story is that of Medusa, a tale not merely of mortals, but of gods wielding their vast power over those beneath them. Medusa, unlike her sisters, was born mortal, though she knew nothing of this in the days of her youth. She lived with her family in a small, damp cave near the great waters that stretch far beyond the eye. Her sisters, Steno and Euryale, were immortal gorgons, half woman, half serpent, while Medusa alone had skin smooth as polished stone and hair that gleamed like the first rays of the sun, a gift that was also a burden. Medusa believed her family was like any other, and though her sisters loved her, she could feel a quiet distance, a reminder that she was unlike them. One day, as she went to draw water from the river that ran near the cave, she saw strangers approaching. Sailors with skin bronzed by the sun and eyes filled with curiosity. Her heart leapt with wonder, and she stepped forward, eager to see the world beyond her hidden home.
I am Medusa of the hidden cave. Have you lost your way?
The men marveled.
We have never seen hair so bright, as if the sun itself has chosen to rest upon your head,
they said. But her sisters, watching from the shadows, knew the truth that Medusa did not. That curiosity in a world ruled by the powerful could bring peril beyond imagining. The strangers had come too close. As the sailors stepped forward, Steno and Euryale rose from the shadows, their monstrous forms twisting and hissing like storms on the wind. The men froze, their hearts seized with terror, and in that instant, their bodies turned to cold, unyielding stone. Medusa watched, wide-eyed, as the power of her sisters revealed itself in a way she had never understood. The danger of the world, so distant before, pressed close. You do not see the world as we see it, Steno whispered. You are mortal, fragile, and vulnerable. Only we can shield you from what is coming. A shiver ran through Medusa. She felt the weight of isolation settle upon her, a quiet knowledge that she would never truly be like her sisters. Her only comfort came in the visit of Lyron, a young warrior in training with eyes full of wonder and dreams of adventure. Medusa treasured these visits, for in him she found a kindred spirit, one who shared her longing to see beyond the cave. Lyron, she said softly, gazing at the horizon where the sun touched the waters.
I know there is more out there. I want to be part of something greater.
You should visit Athena's temple, Medusa, said Lyron, his eyes bright with hope. It is a place of wisdom and beauty, just like you. There you will find knowledge, purpose, and a chance to serve a goddess who honors strength and intelligence. His words lit a fire in Medusa's heart. To serve in Athena's temple felt like touching a dream, yet it meant leaving behind her family, her sisters, and the shelter of the cave she had always known. I shall depart, she told them one morning, her voice steady, and devote myself to the service of Athena as her priestess. But Medusa, her mother pleaded, the world beyond these waters is harsh. Here, you are safe. Why would you choose to leave? Mother, please understand, Medusa answered, her gaze fixed on the distant horizon. I long to make a mark, to serve a higher purpose, to bring change where it is needed. Though her family protested, her mind was made. She left the cave and journeyed to the temple, dedicating herself fully to her goddess. In the temple, her beauty and devotion shone like the first rays of the sun. Crowds came, drawn not merely by her golden hair and smooth skin, but by her grace, her calm wisdom, and the warmth of her presence. Medusa became the heart of the temple, and all who saw her whispered of the wonder she carried, unaware of the trials yet to come. Even I, Carrion, have seen her, the elders would say, and I was struck by the depth of her devotion. But admiration, as the stories warn, can twist into envy. Whispers began to spread through the lands. Medusa's beauty and dedication rivaled even that of Athena herself. Medusa paid no mind to the whispers, but the gods always hear more than mortals imagine. Among them, Poseidon took notice. He bore old grudges against Athena, a rivalry born in the contest for the city of Athens, a contest Athena had won. Seeing Medusa as a means to wound his rival, Poseidon plotted with cunning patience. One day, as Medusa walked along the shore, the waves rose like a storm of spears, and Poseidon emerged from the frothing water.
Medusa!
He called, his voice rolling like the tide.
Your beauty is known even in the depths of the sea. Come with me, and I will grant you treasures beyond your wildest dreams.
No!
She answered firmly, her gaze steady.
I am devoted to Athena. I want nothing from you.
Sing!
Poseidon pressed, his eyes gleaming.
Athena cannot offer what I can. Imagine the power, the wonders that await you. You are destined for greatness beyond the temple walls.
But Medusa's heart was steadfast. Her devotion to Athena, and the wisdom she had learned within the temple, held her firm against the tide of temptation. You deserve the world beneath your feet, Medusa said with quiet strength.
I will not betray Athena. I beg you, leave me in peace.
Medusa ran to the temple of Athena, her feet pounding against the sand, her heart heavy with fear, hoping the goddess would shield her. The temple stood silent, empty of Athena's presence. Just as hopelessness began to clutch at her, a voice rang out, sharp and full of courage. Leave her be, Poseidon. She has done nothing to deserve your wrath. You dare defy a god, mortal? Poseidon thundered. Step aside, or face the consequences of your foolish bravery. I will not let you harm her. If you wish Medusa, you must go through me. The speaker, Lyron, a young warrior who had sworn loyalty to Medusa, lunged at Poseidon. But with a flick of his hand, Poseidon summoned a wave of power that hurled Lyron across the temple. He struck the stone wall with a sickening crash and fell unconscious, his sword clattering to the floor. Lyron. Wake, please. Medusa cried, fear and desperation twisting in her voice. The crash echoed through the temple, shattering the serene hush. Athena, vigilant and swift, descended to investigate. She saw Lyron unmoving and Poseidon towering above him, and in a flash of misunderstanding, she believed Medusa had invited chaos and disgrace into her sacred sanctuary. You have brought shame upon this temple and upon me. Athena's voice rang like thunder. For this, you must be punished. Please, goddess, I am blameless. Medusa pleaded, her voice trembling. Enough. Athena said. Your choices have brought this upon you. Now you shall face the consequences of your betrayal. With a wave of her hand, she cursed Medusa, transforming her beautiful golden hair into a writhing mass of venomous snakes. Her once radiant skin turned to scales. She knew that now she held the power to turn any living creature to stone, and was no longer a woman, but a creature of horror. The elders say that from that day, fear and reverence walked with her, and her story became a warning for all who would challenge the gods, or who would stand innocent in the path of their anger.
What have you done to me?
Medusa's voice trembled, echoing through the temple.
All I have ever wished was to serve you, be close to your heart, and now you have turned me into a monster!
You are what you deserve to be, Medusa!
The elders whisper in the telling. Let this be a lesson to all who would defy the gods. Nearby, Lyron stirred. The crash that had struck him unconscious faded as he slowly rose, his vision blurred, yet his heart filled with concern. Medusa, he called gently, I am here. Medusa's heart thumped with a terror she had never known. She stepped back, her serpents writhing and hissing in warning. Lyron, no. Don't look at me. Please, you cannot. I am a monster. I will not look at you, Lyron said firmly, but you are no monster. I do not believe it. Step by step he moves closer to her. Lyron stepped closer. One of the snakes, sensing his movement, lashed out with vicious strength. Its fangs sank deep into his arm and he cried out in pain. Lyron, please. Keep your eyes away. Medusa pleaded. I would never think you a monster. No matter what you are still you. Lyron lifted his head, his eyes searching for her. He wished to see her, to know that she remained the friend he cherished. Lyron, no. Medusa's voice broke as their gazes met for a fleeting moment. But in that instant, it was too late. Lyron's expression shifted from concern to terror. His body stiffened, his flesh hardening into cold, unyielding stone. The elders say that even the purest of hearts can fall victim to the wrath of the gods, and that the innocent may suffer when power is misjudged or misapplied. Thus began Medusa's life among the shadows, feared by all, mourned by few, a living reminder of the cruelty that even the gods can bring. Please, don't leave me, Lyron, Medusa whispered, her voice breaking. I am sorry. She knelt beside his cold, stone form, her heart shattered into pieces too heavy to bear. Overcome by grief, she fled the temple, desperate to escape the nightmare she had become. In a remote cave, hidden from the eyes of the world, Medusa wept. Each tear carried the weight of her lost friend, and the memory of his final look of terror haunted her like a shadow that never left. Yet even in her isolation, peace would not come. Stories of her cause spread beyond the mountains and rivers, and warriors traveled from distant lands seeking her head. Forced to defend herself, Medusa's heart broke further with every life she took, each death deepening the sorrow that could not be healed. The curse had taken all that she had loved and left her alone in the world. Years passed, and I became the warrior I had dreamed to be, mindful of the legacy of my father, Orion, who had once walked among the stars. Yet tales of Medusa's grim fate reached me, whispers of a gentle soul turned into a fearsome creature. I struggled to believe them, for the heart of the girl I once heard of was said to have been kind and bright. One night, the gods summoned me through a vision. Athena appeared, radiant and stern. Lyron, child of Orion, favored among men by the gods, she said. I have a task for you, one that will test your courage and your loyalty to Olympus. You must slay the monster Medusa and bring me her head. Only then will you prove yourself truly worthy. The thought chilled my blood, for the danger was unlike any other. It is impossible, I said in the vision. If my eyes fall upon her, I too will be turned to stone. Athena, unwavering, placed a shield in my hands, its surface gleaming like a mirror. Use this, and you shall see without peril. Let courage guide you, Lyron. The path is set, and the gods have decreed it. Even in the dream, the weight of the task pressed upon me, but I knew that to refuse the will of the gods was to invite ruin, not just upon myself, but upon all I held dear. The elders say, the paths the gods choose are never gentle, and courage is born when fear is greatest. And suddenly, when I awoke, it was in my hands. The shield gleaming like a pool of still water. With resolve heavy upon me, I set out for Medusa's cave, deep in the mountains where few dared to tread. As I stepped inside, the air shifted. A rustle, a hiss, and then her voice reached me, soft, sorrowful, and filled with a pain that pierced my very heart. Leave this place, stranger, she whispered. I do not wish to harm you. Medusa, it is I, Lyron, I said gently. I have come to end your misery. Athena herself has sent me. At the mention of Athena, a profound sorrow gripped Medusa. The weight of her transformation, from a once beautiful, gentle soul to a creature feared by all, pressed upon her chest like a stone. Tears welled in her eyes as she bowed to the inevitable, knowing that this would be the only way to end her torment and escape the endless suffering that had consumed her life. But how can it be? She asked, voice trembling. You will be turned to stone. Through the reflection in my shield, I saw her clearly. The radiant Medusa of the past was gone. In her place stood a tormented figure, golden hair riding with serpents, a cruel mirror of the life and beauty that had been stolen from her. With a heart weighed by sorrow, I lifted my sword. I struck, not with anger, but with the grim understanding of duty, of fate, and of the heavy hand of the gods. The elders say, courage is never without pain, and the path of destiny is often lined with tears. Yet even in sorrow, the memory of kindness and innocence lingers, as the tale of Medusa will forever remind us. Her blood spilled upon the stone floor, and from it sprang forth Chrysaor, the golden warrior, and Pegasus, the winged horse, creatures born of sorrow yet carrying new life. Even in death, Medusa's presence endured, her curse giving birth to wonders the world had never seen. I took her head, as Athena had commanded, and left the shadowed cape behind. Yet the victory felt hollow, and the triumph rang empty in my heart. When I brought Medusa's head to Athena, she took it without a word, placing it upon her shield, where it would remain as a symbol of her power and a warning to all who dared to defy her. Hail the goddess of wisdom! Hail the goddess of wisdom! Hail the goddess of wisdom, the voices of the priest echoed. But within me, I knew the truth, Medusa had been far more than a monster. She had once been gentle, curious, and brave, a soul crushed under the weight of divine anger. And yet, in a cruel twist of fate, she had achieved the one thing she had always longed for, to be close to Athena's heart once more, even if only as a symbol upon the goddess's shield. The elders say, the story of Medusa is not simply one of tragedy, but of irony and warning. Even the wrath of the gods cannot erase the memory of the innocent, and those who suffer may leave behind a legacy greater than the power that sought to destroy them. Once a victim of divine jealousy, Medusa's name lives forever in the songs of the people, a tale whispered by the wind, remembered by the stones, and carried in the hearts of all who know that even monsters were once human.